Good morning and welcome to Morning Markets. Today we'll look back at some economic data from Friday and then look to some of the events in the week ahead. So just looking at Friday, we were focusing in on the consumer sentiment survey from the University of Michigan. The consumer, very important to the US economy at this point and certainly one of the engines of growth. When we just look at the survey itself, really expectations had been that we wouldn't see much of a change. But when we dig into the data and we look at the headline level, we certainly did see a bit of a change, falling from the 63.5 to 57 level at an overall level. I think also worth noting as you dig into the data, consumer expectations both around their current situation and the forward situation also showed some signs of deterioration. And that's maybe not surprising when we look at the backdrop in the US at the moment in terms of just that narrative that we hear in terms of the challenges that are there impacting the regional banks. We certainly have seen that manifest itself in several being taken into care of the FDIC, but also what we hear around the Congressional Budget Office in terms of the debt ceiling there as well. Interesting to hear from the Budget Office on Friday when they talked about really the challenges that the politicians now have to deal with as we move towards the end of this month, trying to renegotiate the debt ceiling. I think also worth noting just within those data points how inflation expectations changed as well. If we look at long-run inflation expectations, now up around 3.2%, and that's the highest level that we've seen in the past 12 years. So certainly something that we, as an investment team, but also the Federal Reserve will be focused on, given their 2% average inflation target. Now looking to the week ahead, there's still some data points coming there that will be important from a consumer perspective, both when we look at headline data in the US with retail sales, but also we continue to hear from companies. Over this week, we'll hear from key bellwethers in the US consumer sector, such as Walmart, Home Depot, and Target. So a lot to delve into with those results in terms of the health of the consumer. Also, if we look here closer to home in the UK with unemployment data, given we are still at very low levels, 3.8% unemployment rate, any change there will also be closely monitored. And then just looking at Asia, we'll have a number of data points from China, which will be of interest because we've kind of had a bit of a two-speed recovery in the Chinese economy as it's emerged from COVID. So we'll get retail sales and also industrial production. So please join us over the rest of the week when you'll get updated on those key topics. Many thanks.